Hello and welcome back to Immortal News. In this video, we'll be covering 12 legends who have recently passed away. We'll also delve into the health concerns of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell after he froze and struggled to speak for the second time this summer. Additionally, we will provide health updates on loose women's Ruth Langsford and share the emotional tribute Paris Jackson posted on Instagram for her father, and so much more. Please stay with us and do not forget to give us a thumbs up. As you know, it means a lot to us and helps us keep doing what we are doing. Thank you. Don Brown, a pillar of journalism and pioneer in broadcast management. Don Brown, the indomitable former general manager of WTVJ and president of Telemundo Network, has passed away at the age of 80 after a courageous battle with a brain tumor. Brown was born in Toms River, New Jersey, and earned a football scholarship to the University of South Carolina, where he began his lifelong commitment to honest journalism and impactful storytelling. In 1981, he married Maria Josefa Junqueira, and together they raised two sons, Christopher and Ryan. Brown's journalistic contributions were significant, leading NBC News in covering pivotal moments in history, such as the Nicaragua Contra Revolution, the Challenger space shuttle explosion, and the fall of the Berlin Wall. He rose through the ranks, owing to his unwavering work ethic and passion, eventually being named general manager of WTVJ in Miami. Under his leadership, WTVJ became Miami's #1 news station in the 90s. His vision extended into the future, culminating in the construction of a state-of-the-art, high-definition television station in Miramar, Florida in 1999. In 2005, Brown took the helm as the president of Telemundo Network, revitalizing it as a business model for producing network-owned content while remaining at the forefront of technology. He was also a co-founder of Women of Tomorrow in 1997, aimed at empowering women in the industry. He retired in 2011, but his passion for journalism didn't wane. Brown continued teaching and receiving awards until his final days. He is survived by his two sons, a daughter-in-law, a granddaughter, a grandson, and a legion of colleagues and journalists who admired him worldwide. Tribute to Don Brown. Breaking news. News 1. A wave of sorrow has washed over the online community as Brazilian fitness maven Larisa Borgas tragically succumbed to a double cardiac arrest at just 33. The heart-wrenching news was confirmed by Borges' family on her Instagram, where they mourned the immeasurable void left by the untimely demise of the vibrant influencer. A sudden cardiac episode during a trip to Gramado sent Borges into a week-long coma. The tragedy deepened when she experienced a second cardiac event, which took her life. Questions linger around her unexpected death, with initial investigations suggesting possible intoxication. There is a report of possible narcotic substances combined with alcoholic beverages, noted Deputy Gustavo Barcelos. To her more than 30,000 followers, Borges was a source of daily inspiration, sharing her fitness journey, fashionable moments, and travel adventures. Her poignant last post at an indoor ski park, captioned, "I can believe in tomorrow," now stands as a somber reminder of life's fragility. Number 11. Tina Howe, a playwright who amplified the female voice on stage. Tina Howe, acclaimed American playwright and two-time Pulitzer Prize finalist, passed away at the age of 85 on August 28th due to complications following a broken hip. Known for her deft exploration of the female experience, Howe's plays, including the celebrated Coastal Disturbances, Painting Churches, and Pride's Crossing, captivated audiences for decades. Starting her career in the 1970s, Howe brought multidimensional female characters to the stage when few others were doing so. Her work was pioneering, not just in its feminist slant, but also in its willingness to blend the absurd and the insightful, a testament to her storytelling prowess. Coastal Disturbances enjoyed a 350-performance run on Broadway in 1987 and received a Tony Award nomination for Best Play. Born on November 21, 1937, in Manhattan, Tina Howe came from an artistic family. Her father, Quincy Howe, was a journalist and broadcaster, and her mother, Mary Post Howe, was an amateur artist. Tina Howe took her inspiration from a broad range of influences, including absurdist playwrights like Ionesco and Beckett, and even Marx Brothers movies, which she cited as influences for her unique sense of theatrical excess. She's survived by her children, Dara Rebel and Eben Levy, and 3 grandchildren. Her husband, Norman Levy, passed away last year. Tribute to Tina Howe. Number 10. Coolidge Ball, a trailblazer on and off the court. Coolidge Ball, the first black student athlete at the University of Mississippi, popularly known as Ole Miss, passed away at the age of 71 on August 29th. The announcement was made by the Ole Miss community, expressing their profound sadness at the loss of a pioneering individual who broke racial barriers in sports and education in Mississippi. Ball died on an undisclosed date, and the cause of his death has not been publicly revealed. Born in Indianola, Mississippi, Ball made history in 1970 when he signed his scholarship with Ole Miss's men's basketball team. Throughout his college career, he was a beacon of talent and leadership, receiving selections to the 1971 All-Southeastern Conference freshman team, leading the team in points and rebounds, and earning All-SEC second-team honors in 1972. He scored over 1,072 points during his time at Ole Miss, steering the team to 3 consecutive winning seasons from 1972 to 1974, a feat that had not been achieved since the 1930s. Coolidge Ball continued to be honored for his contributions long after his playing days were over. He was inducted into the Ole Miss Athletics Hall of Fame in 1991, the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame in 2008, and was named an SEC basketball legend in 2005. In 2009, he secured a spot on the Ole Miss men's basketball All-Century team and was immortalized with a bronze statue in 2021. After his athletic career, Ball coached basketball at Northwest Mississippi Community College for 4 years and later became a successful business owner, operating Ball Sign Company in Oxford. Described as a person of strength, humility, and kindness, Ball's legacy not only resides in his athletic achievements, but also in the doors he opened for future generations of black student athletes. Tribute to Coolidge Ball. Breaking news. Breaking news. News 2. The nation paused this week as Canada's oldest WW2 veteran, Reuben Sinclair, was laid to rest in a heartwarming ceremony in British Columbia. Born in 1911, Sinclair was no ordinary patriot. At 31, he swapped a comfy government job for the risky skies, training bomber pilots to navigate blacked-out runways. But his heroics didn't end with the war. In his later years, he became a living Remembrance Day symbol for the children of Vancouver's Talmud Torah School. Family, friends, and grateful Canadians remember him as a man of character and honor. For Sinclair, his greatest achievement wasn't just being a loving father or friend. It was serving the country he loved. His legacy? A lifetime of valor, generosity, and an indelible lesson in what it means to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. Number 9. Jamie Crick, a resonant voice and trailblazer in radio broadcasting. Jamie Crick, a beloved figure in the UK radio broadcasting industry, passed away at the age of 57. The news was announced by his family and confirmed by his employer, Bauer Media, on August 29th, one day after his final broadcast. The cause of death has not been disclosed, but it follows a short illness. Crick's career was both prolific and influential. He spent 20 years with Classic FM, where he eventually hosted both the breakfast and afternoon drive time slots. Later, he transitioned to Jazz FM, initially joining as a guest presenter in 2014 before taking over the breakfast show and later moving to the afternoon slot in 2016. Over the years, he became known not just for his engaging broadcasts but also for his impact off the air. Notably, He was instrumental in launching the UK's first LGBTQ+ radio station, Gaydar Radio, in 2001. His colleagues remembered him as a mentor, friend, and trailblazer in the industry. Mark Carter, the BBC South and BBC Southeast Deputy Managing Director, spoke highly of Crick, referring to him as the kind of presenter he always aspired to be. Jason Rosem of BBC Radio London said Crick was his mentor and first employer in radio, shaping his career in immeasurable ways. His legacy will not be limited to the airwaves. He will be remembered for his warmth, kindness, and indelible impact on the world of broadcasting and beyond. Tribute to Jamie Crick. Number 8. Octavio Kuto da Silva, a pillar of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and selfless mentorship. Octavio Kuto da Silva, the world-renowned 6th-degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, tragically passed away on August 12th at the age of 52. Da Silva, also known as Ratinho or Little Mouse, met his untimely end in Italy's Lake Como, where he was attending a friend's wedding. Authorities believe he fell approximately 16 feet into the water below after losing his balance while sitting on a seawall. The exact cause of death, whether due to the fall's impact or drowning, remains undetermined. Born in Brazil, Da Silva moved to Dallas, Texas in 2007. His career was marked by several prestigious awards, including gold medals at the 1993 CBJJ Brazilian National Championships and the 1994 Copa Atlântico Sul Championships. As a founding member of the Alliance Barra Academy and a consultant to various other academies in the U.S., he was a fixture in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community for over 2 decades. He had recently retired from competitive fighting to focus on his true passion, mentoring hundreds of students. Those who trained under Da Silva praised his leadership and selflessness, underscoring the sense of community he fostered. Survived by his wife and daughter, Da Silva was planning a move back to Brazil with his family, according to his cousin Rick Knight. His legacy, however, extends beyond family and reaches into the sport he loved and the students he taught, leaving an indelible impact on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world. Tribute to Octavio Kuto da Silva. Number 7. Mike Enriquez, a pillar of Philippine broadcasting and champion for truth. Mike Enriquez, a venerable figure in Filipino journalism and broadcasting, passed away at the age of 71 on August 29th. His death comes after a series of medical issues, including kidney disease and diabetes, which saw him taking multiple leaves of absence in the years leading up to his passing. Enriquez's 5-decade-long career began in 1969 at Manila Broadcasting Company, and saw him holding various roles, from reporter and news editor to program director and station manager. He made a groundbreaking move to GMA Network in 1995, becoming a prominent TV anchor and eventually the president of RGMA Network Inc. Over the years, he became synonymous with critical and fearless journalism, covering significant events like the EDSA-2, the U.S. invasion of Iraq, the funeral of Pope John Paul II, the siege of Marawi, and the aftermath of Super Typhoon Haiyan. Mike was not just an anchor but also an advocate, earning him the nickname Investigadorang Bayan. His trademark lines, "We will not stop coming after you," and "Excuse me, Po," after coughing or sneezing, became iconic in Philippine broadcasting. In a country where the press often faces threats and challenges, Enriquez stood as a pillar of integrity and bravery. He was honored as one of the most child-friendly media personalities by the Southeast Asian Foundation for Children and the Anak TV Seal Awards, testifying to his broad appeal and positive influence. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Mike was actively involved in church activities and was once an altar boy with ambitions to become a Franciscan priest. He was the eldest of 3 children and was married to Elizabeth Baby Yumping. Though they had no children, Mike Enriquez leaves behind a nation of viewers and listeners who considered him part of their daily lives. Tribute to Mike Enriquez. Number 6. Jonathan E. Shepard, a legendary figure in American thoroughbred horse racing. Jonathan E. Shepard, an English Hall of Fame trainer with a storied career in American thoroughbred horse racing, passed away on August 27th at the age of 82 due to complications from late-stage Lyme disease. Shepard was a titan in the world of steeplechase racing, accumulating 1,242 victories and holding the record for most U.S. steeplechase wins per year, a staggering 26 times. His groundbreaking career began with a win in 1966 at My Lady's Manor in Maryland and spanned several decades until his retirement in 2020. Not only did he dominate the steeplechase scene, but Shepard also had substantial achievements in flat racing. His long-term collaboration with stable owner George W. Strawbridge, Jr. produced numerous wins, including their joint victory in the 2008 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf with the filly Forever together. He was the only trainer to win the American Steeplechase Triple Crown and was inducted into the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in 1990. Additionally, Shepard served as the president of the National Steeplechase Association in 2004. Shepard reached numerous financial milestones as well, being the first in the American sport to pass the $20 million mark in career winnings. His career culminated in a record streak at the Saratoga Racecourse, winning at least one race each year from 1969 through 2015. The magnitude of his success can hardly be overstated, and his influence on American thoroughbred racing is immeasurable. Tribute to Jonathan E. Shepard. Number 5. Roger van Hool, a master of Belgian cinema and theater. Roger van Hool, an eminent Belgian actor who left an indelible mark on both theater and film, passed away in Paris on August 28th at the age of 82. Born in Antwerp on September 27, 1940, Van Hool was bilingual from an early age, speaking Brabantian with his mother and French with his father. His journey into acting started with Nederlands Kamertoneel in Antwerp before he transitioned to the Parisian stage with the production of L'Anac. Over the years, he graced French and Belgian stages and screens with a remarkable versatility. In 1977, his contributions to the theater were acknowledged with the prestigious Eve du Théâtre Award. His filmography is expansive, beginning in the 1960s with roles in films such as Oscar and La Chamade. He had a fruitful collaboration with renowned Belgian director André Delvaux, particularly evident in films like Rendezvous at Bray and Woman Between Wolf and Dog. In the 1980s, his work in The Woman Next Door and Iris was particularly well received. Briefly retiring to live in the Pyrenees, Van Hool returned to acting in the mid-1990s and continued his career into the 21st century with notable performances in films like Tanguy and The Odyssey. Van Hool was more than just an actor. He was a cultural bridge between the French and Belgian art scenes. His enduring legacy will be remembered as one of consummate skill, intense creativity, and bilingual artistry. Tribute to Roger Van Hool. Number 4. Dennis Kramer, a life committed to basketball across borders. Dennis Kramer, a German-American basketball player who had a notable career in Germany's basketball Bundesliga, passed away in a car accident near Barterode at the age of 31 on August 27th. Born to Arvid Kramer, a longtime player and club manager for Telecom Baskets Bonn, Dennis was immersed in the sport from a young age. After graduating from La Costa Canyon High School in California, he attended the University of San Diego, where he played for the varsity team Toreros. Dennis reached 5th place at the 2011 U20 European Championships with the German junior national team and won a silver medal at the 2015 Summer Universiade in Gwangju with the German A2 national team. After completing his studies, Kramer returned to Germany to play professionally, most recently with ASC 46 Göttingen. He leaves behind a legacy of commitment to the sport, bridging American and German basketball cultures. Tribute to Dennis Kramer. Number 3. Yoel Hoffman, a pioneering voice in avant-garde Hebrew literature. Yoel Hoffman, a trailblazing Israeli author, editor, and scholar, passed away on August 25th at the age of 86. Hoffman held a professorship in Japanese poetry, Buddhism, and philosophy at the University of Haifa, and was a significant figure in Hebrew literature. Born in Romania to Jewish parents, he moved to Palestine at a young age to escape the encroaching Nazi regime. After a formative period studying in a Zen monastery in Japan, Hoffman began writing fiction in his 40s, blending his diverse cultural experiences to create works that were at the forefront of avant-garde Hebrew literature. Hoffman authored 11 books in Hebrew, 7 of which were translated into English. Notable among his works are Kachin, the Book of Joseph, The Heart is Kathmandu, and Moods. He was the inaugural recipient of the Koret Jewish Book Award, and also received the Bialik Prize and the Prime Minister's Prize for his contributions to Hebrew literature. His last work, Moods, was acquired by Galad Publishing Company in France and Keter Books in Israel, testament to his international appeal. Tribute to Yoel Hoffman. Breaking news. News 3. Loose Women's Ruth Langsford was absent from the show for 3 days, which caused concern among her fans. However, it was just a cold, and she is recovering well, as evidenced by her making a bowl of nourishing soup, which she shared on social media. Fans and fellow celebrities, including Vanessa Feltz, sent well wishes and expressed their hopes for her speedy recovery. Despite her illness, Ruth remains positive and is expected to return to This Morning next week. News 4. Paris Jackson shared an emotional tribute on Instagram on her father, Michael Jackson's 65th birthday, August 29th. She revealed his dislike for birthday celebrations and addressed the pressure and backlash she faces for not publicly acknowledging the day on social media. She urged fans to honor him by supporting environmental and animal rights causes. Meanwhile, her brothers Prince and Blanket attended a Michael Jackson-inspired Cirque du Soleil show. Michael Jackson, who passed away in June 2009, continues to have a lasting impact on music and the world. News 5. Health concerns resurface as Senator Mitch McConnell freezes mid-speech again. Health concerns around 81-year-old Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell intensify after he paused mid-speech for 7 seconds at a Kentucky event, his second such incident in 2 months. McConnell has experienced other health scares this year, including a march, hospitalization for a fractured rib, and concussion. Although no official diagnosis has been shared, President Joe Biden plans to reach out to McConnell. Despite these incidents, McConnell continues to be active in Senate duties. Now it's time to remember the legends who passed away in the past years. Number 2. Valerie Harper, a triumph in versatility and authenticity on screen and stage. Valerie Harper, who won the hearts of audiences as Rhoda Morgenstern in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and later in her own spin-off series, Rhoda, passed away on August 30th, 2019, at the age of 80. The cause of death was complications from leptomeningeal carcinomatosis. She is survived by her husband, Tony Cacciotti, and daughter Christina Cacciotti. Born on August 22, 1939, in Suffern, New York, Harper was originally a theater actress before making her indelible mark on television. She was a powerhouse of talent who won 4 Emmy Awards, 3 for her supporting role as Rhoda, and 1 for leading actress when Rhoda got her own series. Rhoda became a cultural touchstone, representing the everyday woman navigating the complex world of 1970s America. Her portrayal also broke stereotypes, presenting a character who was a weight-conscious, self-deprecating, and assertive Jewish woman, serving as a perfect foil to the idealistic Mary Richards. Harper's journey into acting was extensive. She began as a ballet dancer at the age of 16 and later moved to the theater, appearing in Broadway shows like Lil Abner, Wildcat, and Subways Are for Sleeping. She was part of the ensemble in Paul Sill's Story Theater, which was a comic adaptation of Grimm's fairy tales. Over her career, she amassed numerous film and television credits, including her own series, Valerie, which ran from 1986 to 1987 before she was written out of the show due to a salary dispute. Harper won a wrongful termination suit against the production company, earning compensatory damages and a portion of the show's profits. Harper's influence was not limited to her roles on screen and stage. She was a constant advocate for seizing life, particularly after surviving lung cancer in 2009. Through her performances, interviews, and memoir, I, Rhoda, published in 2013, she conveyed a message that resonated with millions: to be fearless in the face of adversity. Tribute to Valerie Harper. Number 1. Wes Craven, mastermind of modern horror's legacy. Wes Craven, the visionary director who transformed the horror genre with his distinctive style, passed away at his Los Angeles home on August 30th in 2015 at the age of 75 from brain cancer. Best known as the creator of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, Craven's innovations spanned over decades, introducing audiences to the fearsome Freddy Krueger in 1984 with a young Johnny Depp by his side. His Scream series further confirmed his mastery, grossing over $300 million in the US and exemplifying self-aware horror that resonated with audiences worldwide. Craven's journey in cinema began in an unconventional manner, with a period in adult films. However, it was The Last House on the Left in 1972 that truly ignited his career. This chilling tale about the abduction of teenage girls, though controversial, demonstrated his unique knack for storytelling. Beyond the screams and scares, Wes was also known for the warmth he brought to the set. This academic-turned-director's quest for innovation culminated in the unexpected pairing of him with Meryl Streep for Music of the Heart, earning Streep an Academy Award nomination. His impact on the horror genre is undeniable, with tributes pouring in from stars like Courtney Cox and Rose McGowan. As the film world mourns, Craven's legacy remains, a brilliant, relentless pursuit of originality that challenged and delighted audiences. Tribute to Wes Craven. That concludes our coverage for today, but the stories of those we've lost continue to resonate with us all. We invite you to also watch our special feature on the 13 biggest stars who died recently, where we pay homage to the lives, talents, and legacies that have left an indelible mark on our world. You can find the link to that video in the description below, or click on the card appearing on your screen now. If you found today's video informative and touching, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Immortal News for more compelling stories and tributes. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.